toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. To an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will have the first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Washington State lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here's the heat. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they got it wrapped up at the 28.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with this fundamental.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Going to sling it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in it.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here on third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Fortunate to get that ball back.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the grab. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. They're ready to set the tone for this new season, going for it on fourth and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Cougars will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll run play action. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's going to take off. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. they'll give it to the back. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Washington State going quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll have it up for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive,
open field on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, Mike throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up 14 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Bringing the heat. got a man. It's York. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here we go. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the...
He's loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
He wants to throw it again. Looking for an open area to his left.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier set. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense putting points on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Ready to fire from the pistol. Let's go! Looking to fire. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Washington State going back to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
Cougars will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the big yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He's got an open man. He's at touchdown, Washington State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try.
Extra point.
And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Westbrook. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Here we go.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
I tell you what, as that ball started to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary by this defense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence and they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Punts it away.
Drills him with the stiff arm. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he makes the extra point. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket. Right away, everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wife.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be...
And the ball comes out, running disastrous, flying out to the left. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters in hands. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Now the play fake. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Gets rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Washington State will have to boot it away.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
There he goes! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He wants to change this route. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On the option. Creates a little space. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
He's in open space downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.